Hello friends, welcome once again to my presentation on research and statistics. Today we look at the non-probability method of sampling in research. In my previous video, I've actually discussed the probability sampling approach and the various methods that are actually used or various types of probability sampling method. Today we look at the non-probability sampling approach. Now, from the phrase non-probability method, you will understand that this is a method of sampling that does not give equal chance to each of the elements or individual or item in our population. In other words, probability is not considerable, is not applicable in this case. Now, another thing is that bias in research is also not taken care of, is not addressed in this type of sampling method. And number three, statistical tool or testing method is also not applicable even in this type of testing method. Now, this is the type of sampling method that a researcher bases his decision on his own discretion. And that is why we refer to it as a judgmental sampling or judgment sampling approach, or you call it a discretion kind of approach of sampling. Now, the question then is, are there situations whereby this sampling method is applicable? The answer is yes. Now, a situation whereby you want to do a pre-testing of a research instrument like questionnaire, non-probability method of sampling is acceptable. You don't need to start spending money obtaining representative sample from your population. All you need to do is to choose a population and then you do your pre-test. Now, another situation is when you want to conduct a pilot study. A pilot study is the feasibility study we do before the actual study is actually conducted. Now, non-probability method of sampling is as acceptable in this kind of situation. And the third scenario is when you are doing exploratory study. Non-probability sampling is acceptable. Now, the implication of this is that non-probability sampling can be used for theory generation, but cannot be used for theory testing. I hope that is clear. Now, there are different types of non-probability testing sampling. The first one is the quota sampling. We have the accidental sampling, the snowball sampling, the convenience sampling, and also the double sampling method. These are different types of non-probability sampling that we're going to explain in detail in my subsequent video. It is still research and statistics, and the goal is to demystify research so that you can conduct your research with appropriate statistical tool with ease. My name is Steve Felix Ayodele Oyeleye. I'll see you again.